Namaste everyone. Anyone on path of freedom should check within whether they are really free, and they don't have to ask anyone whether they are enlightened or how far they are. The litmus test is that whatever is happening around us, how much we get affected. Our reaction, response, emotions, thoughts, all tell us all the time how much we are involved. Understand our true self is uninvolved state, never ever involved. You will be surprised to know that actually it has never involved itself in anything at any given time. Do we feel that? If no, that means we are involved. That means we are living in reflection of that pure consciousness as a person. Then where can be liberation? That reflection can never be liberated. Liberation from that reflection is freedom. You have to kill that person. You have to finish life of that person as an individual. This is the ego side. And killing of ego is not actually an act which you don't approve. You have to approve it. You have to be ready for it. So the whole practice is to be ready for it, nothing else. Whatever technique you use, in reality, there is no technique. It is just contemplating on truth. That I am not this body. These thoughts coming to me, I am not these thoughts. Because the one who thinks I am this body, these thoughts are for me, is always an individual. And he dies as an individual. In reality, what I would say, ego cannot understand. Individual cannot understand because this looks so false. The theory of Ajatvad, which is the last theory of non-duality, you can say, that nothing exists. No mind, no body, no word, nothing. But who speaks that? Who says that? Body doesn't say that. Body has no clue. Mind cannot say that. Mind has created this word. How can mind say there is no word? Mind cannot say it. There is this power which is beyond mind. It is independent of mind. And it exists in its full glory without mind. And that power is you. None other than you. Not outside you. Not inside you. You are that. Meditate on that. Focus on that. Contemplate on that. Who will contemplate? What you truly are has no need to contemplate anything. It is always the same. But this false image has to contemplate on that. This false identity has to contemplate on that. This false identity which goes out and get involved in this whole world in different forms, makes relationships, does different things, always busy, always doership, always seeking, and also seeking liberation. What is that? If we don't question it, it continues. It doesn't matter whether you are religious, non-religious. Nothing can stop it except your contemplation on real truth. Everything keeps its momentum because for everything there is a thought and desires. Challenge the first thought, I. We have taken I as this body-mind complex, and then our journey as an individual starts and is non-ending. This life as an individual is the biggest joke, illusion. We are not alone in this illusion. Whatever we see, hear, touch, meet, see, everyone is involved. Don't think that only you are involved. Educated, uneducated, businessmen, employed, unemployed, married, unmarried, male, female, whatever, everyone is involved. Even if you find anyone who is not involved, that doesn't make you uninvolved. Uninvolved can only tell you that go this way, do this, don't do this. He or she can tell what is being discovered, and it becomes like a path. And so there are so many paths. But the problem occurs when the teacher has gone away, long time has lapsed, a lot of egos have tainted those teachings. Then it becomes very complex. No pure teachings left. Teacher is not there to correct or to tell you. Every week someone sends me something about Bhagavan's teachings, because it's easy to take anything, write anything and write his name. And so many wrong teachings. But why should we worry about? Whoever is doing it, who will correct whom? The question, who am I, is not even a question. Whenever a thought is arising or an emotion arises, just watch it. And this watching should be not at ego level, not as I. I also watches. Thoughts are talking to I only, ego only. Recede further and just be. Just inquisitively watch without judging whom these thoughts are coming, who is entertaining within, who is taking advice from these thoughts, who gets upset by negative thoughts and is joyful when thoughts are good. Who is this? Know that that entity is not you. You're dreaming word. You're dreaming that you are that. Scrutinize this entity. Just self-attention, I call it. Or witnessing, you can call it. Or just be. But don't give an internal dialogue. I have to say like this, that ask who is this. No need to ask, but internally contemplate in silence. Your internal contemplation in silence will deconstruct this whole apparatus called as ego. It will disappear. How long it takes to disappear? If it's like a smoke coming from incense stick, then it will disappear within a fraction of a second. But if it's a solid wall of ego, it will take time, but it will go. The purest understanding is that we all are one awareness, uninvolved, always that peaceful, blissful state, unchanging, eternal. And if our experience is not that, that means there is some mistake in knowing what we are. The good news is, in spite of a body, we can be free from the body. Living in the Word, we can be free from the Word. Because this Word thinks, this body will continue with the sheer momentum of whatever this body is destined. It is like the arrow has been thrown, it has gone out of the bow. It has to do its job. Whenever it has to finish, it will finish. But internally, you are free. And you are allowing it to do what it has to do, or what it has to go through, insult or praise or job or no job or disease. When we truly know who we are, then only we can be in total acceptance of all situations at all times. This awareness is that raw energy which is pure, pure because it has no impurity of mind. It is only energy like electricity. So the bulb is glowing or the fan is moving or things are working. But it is not working. You can say it is the source of everything which is moving. Yes. But it has no intention. It has no intention to do good or bad. It is just neutral. But when that energy goes, reflects through mind, and a conditioned mind decides or put intention into good or bad, then good deeds happen, bad deeds happen. But from the source, that energy is pure. It is just energy you can use in any form. Like nuclear power, you can use to kill people, you can use for good purposes. It is just energy. Surrendering is surrendering to this energy. If you had enough of the life as an individual, as ego, and somehow due to grace it has come to you, I want to live a life which is contented, free from all vagaries of mind and negativities, and I just want to be in that peaceful state all the time. Because of mercy of that pure absolute, every day we touch that state in deep sleep, though we are not aware of that. Because we live in ego mode, there is a covering between that pure energy and us. Our deep contemplation, our surrendering this ego, this reflected awareness to that pure energy, takes away all the barriers and we become one with that. This is a one-way process. It's not coming and going then. It is the end game, nothing after this. And nothing to be frightened or scared of it. It is scary only to ego because there is no more existence of it. It exists as long we don't challenge it, we don't look deep. The moment we look, we can't find it. But that look should be constant, continuous. Make sure that it disappears forever. And then whatever it is, it is. Some people on this path, before they can completely get absorbed in this energy, start correcting others. That makes us more entangled. Be in this energy long enough and make sure no trace is left before you speak out about it. Get absorbed for months, years. Not just by reading a book and then talking about it. There are so many preachers, Vedantins, scholars who read and speak. That is of no use. No use for you at least. Live in this newfound energy. Spend time in solitude with this. Jump in joy. Now you are in naked awareness without any attributes. Now you don't know anything. You have no name, no form, nothing. You give up everything. As soon as you give up everything, you become everything. This is the biggest inner transformation, biggest power, biggest siddhi, ultimate grace working on you, within you. And the miracle is that without a person, the body lives. This is for the first time living in this energy, we realize everything just happens. When you give up intention, things still happen. And then everything what happens is of that divine nature. Once you have found this pure energy within you, and if the mind comes back again with vengeance, with a lot of negativity or whatever it's doing, just witness it. Maya, illusion, tries its last attempt to pull you back into it. And it happens with a lot of people. Here comes surrender, devotion, bhakti. You surrender to that power, everything. When our prayers are sincere, it listens, it always listens. This pure energy never judges anyone. You don't have to qualify for it. You only have to have sincere devotion, interest in it. This energy is so pure. It is out of this world. We can see glimpses of it in some beings, some places, some scriptures. But nothing can give you true experience. Only that can give you experience. If you stay as that. Whenever we have glimpses of that, it is only that has its own glimpse. But when the mind comes back, it calls it an experience. When we know that, experiencer dissolves in it. There can never be two. Experience and experiencer in this state. Only self can know self. Only God can know God. It never allows Maya to know it, projection to know it. Projection only does interpretations. Like 5 blind men touching an elephant, describing in different forms of that elephant. But nobody really knows it. You have to be self to know the self. And this self is not a personal self, it is self of all, self of everything. We all are that self. Abide in pure silence. We are this pure silence. Pure silence. No thought, no intention, nothing. Awareness is our real state, natural. We are only pure awareness. Pure silence. Om Shanti Shanti. Thank you, everyone.